Kropfeld of the Budweiser, the man of the hour who has a world title within his grasp if he can perform today, suiting up. And the man who hopes to have something to say about it, Chip Hanauer, suiting up as well for the Miller American. This is Todd Yarling driving the Household Finance Corporation as Hanauer comes out now. All the drivers concerned about the water, they saw what the boats did in Heat 1A. The swells were causing fits as Hanauer waits to get in. Looks like you're right on time.
Yeah, looks like it. I just hope I can put the boat where it wants to be.
Todd, that seems to be a concern because the water was so rough in 1A. It's tough keeping the boat on the water.
Yeah, it is. And with our turbochargers, they like a constant load on them, so I'm really going to have to baby it. If I get to flying too much, I'm going to slow down.
Something on this man's mind? A national title, of course, Bernie Little. But his crew is helping Richie Sutphen's crew with the Sutphen Spirit, a new hydroplane. And Mike Hanson, got to be a nervous fellow right now in his first competitive ride in a turbine-powered boat. The team's based out of Florida as the Budweiser's about ready to go out. Bernie Little got to have butterflies as they try to get yet another world title. Kropfeld won it in '84, did so last year. They hope to make it 2 in a row as the Miller heads out. There goes the Budweiser. Bernie Little, deja vu. You could win another national title with the boat you used last year.
Well, I hope so, Don. We put the same combination in that we won here with last year. And this is the first time we've tried it all week. We've had our multitude of problems, but you know Jim, he'll drive it right on through it, and if anybody can win it, he'll do it.
Good luck today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Here are the men that'll be racing in Heat 1B. Mitch Evans driving Pepsi, America's Choice. Ed Cooper, the owner of this boat, also Ed Cooper Jr. Out of Madison, Indiana, Hanover to be specific, Todd Yarling and Jim Saddam's Household Finance Corporation. George Woods out of Seattle and the boy Oberto. Jim Harvey owning that boat. Jim Kropfeld and the Bud going after the national title. And the man he's got to beat, well, at least he's got to get a lot of points today. Mike Hanson, one of them, Sutphen Spirit, the turbine-powered boat. And Chip Hanauer, top qualifier here and a winner a week ago in the Gold Cup. Time for 1B. A full 6-boat field again in Heat 1B. The Miller American, a winner in the Gold Cup just a week ago. The Sutphen Spirit you saw, that's making its debut in 1987. All 6 boats are out and running. The Budweiser out in front with Jim Kropfeld coming down for the start. Oh, you can see, you heard the gun, and the Budweiser had already gone clear out of the picture frame. Let's see if we get a call on it. In the meantime, Jim Kropfeld out in front of the pack in the backup Miss Budweiser after the flip in San Diego 1 week ago. This is the backup boat, and he is racing for a world championship. As best we can figure, if he picks up a 2nd place today in one of these heats, he will indeed pick up the national championship. Needs very few points. It's virtually a lock, but the Budweiser, of course, wanting to pick it up here as soon as possible during the day and then relax and have fun the rest of the afternoon. There's the Oberto. Now, we've just gotten word that the Oboy has been penalized. As you see the Miller American and the Budweiser, the Oberto has been penalized a lap for hitting a buoy near the starting line. We don't know what that's all about, but that's the word we get. So George Woods and the Oberto penalized a lap, and that puts him in the back of the field. The Miller American running in clean water right now moved out into second. Check that first place. The Budweiser is in 2nd place. Again, this is the backup boat, not qualifying anywhere near what that earlier Budweiser boat that had won 5 races this season with Kropfeld aboard. But again, all they need is very few points to pick up the world championship, and that is top priority for the Budweiser camp. Miller American in 1st place, and again in 2nd place, the Budweiser. But again, it did indeed jump the gun. You could tell. You could see the boat go past the starting line when the gun went off. In fact, it was out of the picture. The Miller American, however, holding on to 1st place. Hanauer, not really much of a chance to win the national championship unless the Budweiser were to break today, and Hanauer would win every single heat it entered, which would be 1,600 points. But who knows? Crazier things have happened in unlimited hydroplane racing. This boat, again, the backup boat for the Miller American. But it is almost oblivious to rough water. It's been that way throughout its past. One of the winningest hulls in the history of hydroplane racing. Chip Hanauer out of Seattle, Washington, coming down on lap number 2 in 1st place aboard the Miller American with an average speed of about 117 miles per hour. The Budweiser physically in 2nd place. The standings really are a bit messed up right now because of the Budweiser and the Oberto. We'll have to straighten them out when we get to the actual final results. But in the meantime, look at the great deck-to-deck race, at least, between Woods and Kropfeld. The Oberto and the Budweiser going into the second, or rather the first turn here on lap 3. Some of the crew watching from the beach here, where they have very long docks. It's such shallow water, they have to take them way out there to get them into deep enough water to go racing. Again, the Oberto. There goes George Woods out of Seattle, the rookie of 1987. Most likely rookie of the year, but then again, Mike Hanson is also a rookie in the Sutphen Spirit, making its debut in 1987. The Miller American, the backup boat, the last you'll see of it, more than likely, is in first place and lapping the Pepsi America's Choice. So the winner of Heat 1B on his way towards a good day, he hopes anyway, Chip Hanauer and the Miller American. This boat being penalized, the Oberto, after hitting a buoy, we're told. George Woods will get you the official results here right away. In fact, here they are now. They've got Sutphen Spirit, the U66, the new turbine coming in second, the Budweiser in third place, Household Finance with Todd Yarling in 169 in fourth, then the Oberto and Pepsi America's Choice. Strange heat. Let's go down to the pits. Chip, what happened out there?
Well, boat ran good. Everything went well. I really felt Jim Kropfeld had jumped the gun by a long ways, but I haven't heard if they called him on it.
Did he run an extra lap? It was looking like he may have run an extra lap because he just came in.
I don't know. We were on our way in, so I'm not sure, but from where I sat, he was way over.
Okay. Well, Bernie, I know you're going for the points National High Point Championship with a third place finish, 225 points. You're about 114, 15 points away.
Yeah, you're right, Jim. It did make me feel good to see the Miss Budweiser be the first one in the first turn. We know he can outpull all of them, but we told him just go out and get some points and cool it. And we get that 400 points put away, and now 100 and whatever. Then we'll go for the boat race.
In other words, you're low on equipment, you got a backup boat, you're going to take it safe until you know you have it.
That's exactly what we're doing.
And then it's go for broke the last race of the year.
That's what it's going to take, and the Miss Budweiser will be at the winner's circle.
Down at the dock, that's Chip Hanauer talking with Commissioner Don Jones, talking about whether or not the Budweiser jumped the gun. He certainly feels like he has a case, and our pictures showed that the Budweiser was well past the starting line. We'll be back right after this.